Mr. Ahmed Didat, respected elders and brothers, Assalamu alaikum. I'm sure Mr. Ahmed Didat does not need any introduction, but just to mention one point that, when a student starts to study post-metric, he goes to university, he does a bachelor's degree, then he does an honors degree, then he does a master's, becomes a master of his subject, then he becomes a doctorate of his subject, can become a professor. And when he's passed all these stages, he knows it so well, he's more than a master, he becomes a mister of the subject. And it is in this spirit that I refer to Ahmed Didat as Mr. Ahmed Didat. Because in the field of comparative studies, especially Christianity, he has more than mastered the subject, and I think he deserves the title of Mr. Ahmed Didat. And it is in that sense that I think I refer to him. To that extent that I was this morning in the office and I heard them arranging a symposium after Ramadan in the Royal Albert Hall. He's having a symposium with an American professor. So we can see in the level at which Mr. Ahmed Didat is. But we haven't heard much on his other knowledge, on other religions. And it is in this spirit that I approached him, and it is in this spirit that he is here today. Because a man of his learning and experience, I don't think we should lose out while he is around. And it is in this spirit that he is present here today. And I must say, at such short notice, and knowing how busy he is with such tight programs, I still can't figure out how he manages to squeeze this lecture in this evening. Just one point before I tell Mr. Ahmed Didat to commence. You see, he has been criticized in many circles for one simple reason, is that he calls a spade a spade. We intellectuals, we tend to use euphemism and try to, use very different terms, and sometimes we lose sight of what we are describing. And the truth is the truth. And he calls a spade a spade. He's a simple man, and I think he gets down to simple things, and that's what makes him so great. And therefore tonight, the intention and the spirit with which he's going to present his subject is not that he's going to paint any picture for us. The pictures have already been painted. And what Mr. Didat is going to do, he is not the painter of the pictures. He is the viewer, and he's going to explain them to us. And it is in this spirit we should take it. So without much ado, I'll call upon Mr. Ahmed Didat.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا وننزل من القرآن ما هو شفاء ورحمة للمؤمنين ولا يزيد الظالمين إلا خسارا صدق الله العظيم. Mr. Chairman and brethren, the subject that had been suggested to me by Brother Ridwan, by Rafiq, I think he forgot to mention the subject. The subject for this evening's talk is Hinduism and Islam. Chronologically, in order of age, Islam is the youngest of the world's religions, and Hinduism and Zoroastrianism, they both vie for being the oldest religions in the world. From Islam, if we go backwards, beginning with Islam, 1400 years ago, our Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam brought this deen of Islam to its perfection at the guidance of God. But 600 years beyond Islam, we find the religion of Christianity. As 600 years before that, Buddhism. And a few thousand years before that, Hinduism. So Hinduism claims to be the oldest of the world's religions. Where does this word Hinduism come from? It comes from the Indus River. It's a river passing through Pakistan, in undivided India in the northwest, the Indus River. And people have certain characteristics in speech that sometimes where there is no H, they add an H. Where there is H, people eat it up. You know, describing the situation in the city hall I was mentioning to our people, I said, you see, there is a group of people among us, Indians, our own people, that they pick up H in Hambilo, you know, Ambilo, they say Hambilo, and they drop it off in Hillary, they say Hillary. So, same thing happens to this Indus business. You see, Indus River, people say Hindus. Indus, there was no H, they put her. Hindus, Hindu. People living around the Indus Valley, Hindu. The land, Hind. So this is how this name has been given, Hinduism. The ism or the culture or the setup or the beliefs of these people of the Indus Valley, Hindus. Now, if I were to give you in one word the difference between Islam and Hinduism, one word. You see, the Hindu, in his theology, he says, everything is God. Everything is God. The Muslim, what does he say? He says, everything is God's. The difference is only that of an apostrophe S. The Hindu says everything is him. Islam says everything is his. Everything belongs to Allah. The other guy says everything is he. So, and this little apostrophe S, you know what a stupendous difference it makes into a concept of God. That if you say everything is he, then therefore the Hindu, according to that concept, he doesn't hesitate in worshipping the cow, the monkey, the elephant, the snake, man, woman, trees, sea, mountains, anything, everything. Because he reasons that, look, God created everything by his word. Everything, how did he create? We also believe that Allah created by his will. Badius samawati wal ard. He said to him, Allah is due the primal origin of the heavens and the earth. وَإِذَا قَضَى أَمْرًا فَإِنَّمَا يَقُولُ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونُ. That whenever he decrees a matter, he merely says to it, be, and it is. See, his word of command. Actually, this is will. We describe it as a word. So everything he created by his word. And Allah tells us in the Holy Quran that if the oceans were made into ink and all the trees were made into pen, the words of our Lord cannot be exhausted.